God have mercy upon us.
So the headlines are tube strike causing chaos, travel chaos. And this is the footage, and that is a reality. But you know what? When I was watching this, it gave me real sort of Matrix vibes. That's number one. The scene with people just walking up and down that busy street. And we could do the whole tube strike and, you know, the impact of that and follow that as the story, if you like. But I just want to take a second, a second of reflection, if you like, to just try and contemplate just how much and how effective social engineering is. Because this is just the tiniest fraction of typically, not all of course, but typically workers in London. People getting up at the same time in the morning now or thereabouts. The alarm blurts, me. Up. Maybe get a quick bite to eat. Follow the routine. I mean, don't get me started with the social engineering in breakfast and actual food and stuff like that. It's a separate thing. Maybe we'll keep covering it, but let's stay focused on this. The alarm goes off. Beep, 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 beep. Quick, rush as you follow the routine. And off to the commute you go. It's never appealed to me, the commute, the idea of all of this. And this isn't to say that I couldn't easily have been put on that wheel, if you like. Let's call it a hamster wheel. Because the social engineering, certainly from a younger age as well, is, hey, go get that high-paying job, get this, go get that. And this is all part of achieving it, is it not? Hundreds, thousands of people crammed like sardines. What's that clip called? I think it's a guy called Steve Cutts on most video platforms. I think you can watch it. I think it's called something like Happiness. Have you ever seen that? It's of the rats. Yeah, and it's a very clever animation of rats. It's very popular. So I think it's on YouTube. It's had, I think last time I looked, over 50 million views, about 55 million views. And if you haven't seen it, it's basically this: rats. Look, I'm not having a go at these people specifically. I'm not having a go at anyone. Just trying to take the opportunity, because whoever we are, whatever situation we're in, there should be at least an opportunity to be able to sit back and reflect and start to think about the certain situations that we're in. I think it's I was about to say healthy to do that. It's not always too healthy to dive into the whole purpose of this and meaning life, you know, because it can start to feel like it's getting on top of you. But if this is a key part of what it is that we are meant to believe is life, that we are meant to believe that this is living, then the thing that I would add to that is, where the frig did it go wrong? The question I would add to that is, what happened? At what specific time in history did it come about that anybody with half a frickin' brain cell, and even after a period of time of doing it, didn't come to the conclusion that, hang on a minute, this whole routine thing of beep, 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 rushing about and then doing this type of commute, to then likely go on to a job that you hate, statistically that's the case. At what specific time in history was that a thing? Were we socially engineered and convinced that this is the answer? And here's what I want to reiterate. I'm not specifically having a pop, or, I'm not judging or anything like that. Like I said, look, it is about social engineering. It is about how malleable we are, and the idea of something is. I sit here as an individual who kind of grew out of the idea of this being a thing. I could have easily got trapped into it. And I also sit here as someone who has got absolutely next to no answers in regards to a solution as to breaking out of such a happiness type rat race. Watch the Steve Cuts thing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, we're watching this footage right now. I'll sit here and I will openly admit that when it comes to unlocking an understanding of purpose and exactly what you should be doing instead of going out and doing this, which is I'm sure would be the critical feedback of this in regards to, well, what's the solution then, Carl? The honest answer is, I don't know. And I'm okay with that. And I'm also okay with the idea that I might not be right. That, hey, maybe these people know something that I don't. But I don't know. I don't know. The idea of cramming myself into something like that as a situation, as a sardine, to go to a job that I hate. Like I say, look, I'm fully aware when I talk like this that, the Matrix has got us wrapped up. It's got us into a cycle. Hey, it's the perpetual debt. You got bills to pay. You got food to buy. And nowadays, well, that takes a hell of a lot more. Yeah, it takes a hell of a lot more out of you and your budget. It takes a hell of a lot more out of you spiritually. Every facet of you. The system's taking more and more and more. And although I haven't got the answers, I've got a rough idea as to think that if I was ever in that type of situation, then I would certainly be questioning things. We're all in a situation. I question things. In my situation, I question things all the time. So as I said, this isn't a judgment. It's an observation. It's an opportunity. The opportunity being the reflection to be able to ask questions. Hang on a minute, why am I freaking doing this? And if I want some more answers to that, and I want to find some more solutions, and maybe this just don't even feel right in whatever situation it may be, whether it's a commute like this or anything that we may have been socially engineered into believing, then we should at least have the opportunity to do that. If anything comes about from it, then it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's all I wanted this to be about. Is opportunity. If that's what you call it. Reflection. Awareness. What do you think? Ta-ta.